Get your filthy hands off that book right now. You think because your mama mops our floors, you can touch whatever you want? Sterling Montgomery, Senator's son, Boston's elite law firm. He's screaming at a 12-year-old black boy in the conference room. Liam Grant sets the book down carefully. "I'm sorry, sir, I was just reading while waiting." Sterling snatches it anyway, slams it on the table. "Reading? You probably can't even understand half of these words. This is advanced contract law, not some picture book. Get out before I call security." Liam picks up his backpack, walks out quietly. What Sterling doesn't know? In 72 hours, this kid will solve a $2 million legal puzzle everyone missed. Have you ever been judged before anyone knew what you could do? 10:45 p.m.
In the heart of Billionaire, beyond iron gates taller than most dreams.
Same night. Liam walks back into the conference room after Sterling leaves. His mother, Patricia, is wiping down the long mahogany table. "Baby, you okay?" she asks softly. "I'm fine, Mama." He's not thinking about Sterling's words anymore. He's looking at something on the desk. A document. Thick. Old paper. The header reads, "Whitfield Estate Merger, Confidential." There's a yellow post-it note stuck to the front page, handwritten in black ink. Anyone who cracks the 1889 inheritance clause gets $2 million bonus. Prove you're worth your salary. Signed with Sterling's initials. Patricia notices Liam staring. "Don't touch Mr. Sterling's papers, baby." "I'm just looking, Mama." But he's not just looking. His eyes are moving fast, left to right, scanning the old Victorian legal language like he's reading a story. The document is 23 pages long, written in 1889, full of phrases that sound like a different language. Ad infinitum, saving and accepting provisions temporal in nature. Most people would skip right past that. Too confusing, too old. Liam sees it immediately. Something's wrong. Paragraph 8 says the estate passes in perpetuity. That means forever. But paragraph 15 says, notwithstanding provisions temporal in nature. Temporal. Time-based. Those two things can't both be true. His hands are shaking slightly as he pulls out his phone. He glances at his mother. She's focused on cleaning the windows. He takes 3 quick photos. The title page. Paragraph 8. Paragraph 15. His heart is pounding. This document has blocked a $340 million estate deal for 18 months. Every top attorney at Blake and Montgomery Legal Group has reviewed it. Nobody found the answer. But Liam just saw it. In 90 seconds. "Mama, can we go soon?" Patricia looks at him. Something in his voice makes her pause. "You all right, baby?" "Yeah, just tired." She doesn't believe him, but she nods. They ride the elevator down in silence. Liam stares at his phone screen. In the photos. His mind is already racing through what he knows about old inheritance laws. By the time they reach the parking garage, he's figured out where to look next. The question is, does he have the courage to tell them what he found? 11:30 p.m. Liam's bedroom. The apartment is small, 2 bedrooms in Roxbury. The walls are thin enough to hear neighbors arguing next door. But Liam's room tells a different story. Every wall is covered with handwritten notes, Latin verb conjugations, legal vocabulary lists, grammar rules in 4 different languages. His desk isn't really a desk. It's 2 plastic storage bins with a wooden board on top, but it works. He spreads the printed screenshots across the board. 3 pages from the Whitfield document. Then he pulls out a book from under his bed. Heavy. Old. The spine is cracked. Black's Law Dictionary, 1891 edition. He got it from the library book sale last year. $2. Most kids his age are playing video games right now. Liam opens the dictionary and starts cross-referencing every phrase in the document. In perpetuity, forever, no end date. He writes it down in blue ink. Provisions temporal in nature, time-based conditions. He writes that in red. Then he stops.
Hidden under the estate like a secret shrine was Victor Lanston's
Stares at the two phrases. They contradict each other. One says, forever. One says there's a time limit. Which one is real? He opens his laptop. It's old. Takes 30 seconds to load the browser. He doesn't complain. He's grateful to have it. He searches. Massachusetts Inheritance Law, 1887. Most legal databases cost money. He can't afford those. But public archives are free. He finds it on the third try. Massachusetts Inheritance Reform Act of 1887. His eyes move fast, scanning, looking for the part that matters. There. Any testamentary provision claiming perpetuity shall dissolve upon the 50th anniversary, reverting to named charitable alternates. He reads it again. Slower this time. The law says that any will claiming to last forever automatically ends after 50 years. The property goes back to whoever was named as the backup. He grabs a pencil, does the math on scrap paper. The Whitfield will was signed March 22nd, 1889. 50 years later, March 22nd, 1939. 87 years ago. His hand freezes. If the law is right, the Whitfield estate doesn't belong to the Whitfield heirs anymore. It reverted to the original charity beneficiaries in 1939. But nobody checked. Because the law is so old, it's not in the modern databases. Every attorney at Blake and Montgomery searched digital records. They went back 30 years, 50 years, maybe even 70. But they didn't go back to 1887. Liam sits back in his chair. His heart is hammering in his chest. He just found the answer, the $2 million answer. A 12-year-old kid in a tiny bedroom with a $2 dictionary and free internet. He looks at his phone. It's almost midnight. He thinks about Sterling's face, the way he said, "your dirty black hands," the way he laughed. Part of him wants to delete the photos, forget he ever saw the document, stay invisible. But another part, the part that's been reading legal books for 6 years while other kids played outside, that part can't stay quiet. He opens a new email, types slowly, harrison.blake@blakemontgomery.com. He found the email on the firm's website. Harrison Blake, senior founding partner, the man who built the firm 35 years ago. Subject line, Whitfield Estate Challenge, from Patricia Grant's son. He pauses, reads it again. It sounds ridiculous. A kid emailing a billionaire lawyer about a case. But he starts typing anyway. Mr. Blake, my name is Liam Grant. I'm 12 years old. My mother works as a custodian at your firm. Tonight I saw the Whitfield estate document in the conference room. I think I found the issue everyone missed. He explains the contradiction, cites the 1887 statute, shows his math, keeps it simple. 3 paragraphs, clear and direct. Then he attaches photos of his notes, his handwritten analysis, the dictionary page. His finger hovers over the send button. His phone buzzes. A text from his mother in the next room. "Baby, you still up? You got school tomorrow." He texts back. "Almost done, Mama." He looks at the email one more time. What's the worst that happens? They ignore him, laugh at him, tell him to stay in his place like Sterling did. What's the best that happens? He clicks send. The email disappears from his screen. Sent. 11:58 p.m. Liam closes his laptop, turns off the light, lies in bed staring at the ceiling. Sleep doesn't come easy. He just did something that can't be undone. Liam wasn't always the kid who read law books for fun. When he was 5, an eviction notice appeared on their apartment door. Red letters. Official seal. He watched a lawyer explain the terms to his mother. Big words, fast talking. Patricia nodded like she understood, but her hands were shaking. After the lawyer left, Liam asked, "Mama, what's rescind mean?" She looked at him, tired eyes. "It means take back, baby. Can we rescind the eviction?" "No, baby, we can't." They moved 3 times that year. By age 7, teachers started calling home. "Mrs. Grant, Liam's reading comprehension is at 11th grade level. He should be in our advanced program." Patricia asked about the cost. $5,000 per year, plus transportation across town. She worked 2 jobs, cleaning offices at night, stocking shelves during the day. Still couldn't afford it. At age 9, a community center tutor gave Liam a logic puzzle meant for high schoolers. He solved it in 4 minutes. The tutor called Patricia, voice excited. "Your son is exceptional, truly gifted." Patricia cried that night, not from joy, from frustration. What good is exceptional when you can't afford to nurture it? At age 11, Liam applied for a scholarship to a private school. The interview went well, until they asked, "What do your parents do?" "My mom cleans buildings." The interviewer's smile changed, became polite, distant. 2 weeks later,
Thing he believed about himself. Tower, precision, perfection, and for a year, it obeyed. Until one cold November,
rejection letter. So Liam taught himself. Public library every Sunday. His mother's one day off. He'd sit in the corner for 6 hours, reading everything. History, science, languages. One day he found a section labeled Legal Reference. Most kids would walk past it. Liam pulled out a book. Introduction to Contract Law. It was like solving a puzzle. Every sentence had a purpose. Every word mattered. He was hooked. For the past 3 years, he's followed his mother to work 3 nights a week. Does homework in the custodian break room. Then wanders to the 9th floor law library. Reads case files attorneys leave on desks. Studies legal briefs. Memorizes terminology. Nobody notices him. Nobody asks questions. He's invisible. Until tonight. Tonight, he stopped being invisible. He just doesn't know it yet. Friday morning, 8:30. Harrison Blake sits in his corner office, 61 years old, built this firm from nothing. He's reading emails with his coffee, then he stops. Subject line, Whitfield Estate Challenge from Patricia Grant's son. Almost looks like spam, but something makes him click. "Mr. Blake, my name is Liam Grant. I'm 12 years old. My mother works as a custodian at your firm. Tonight I saw the Whitfield estate document. I think I found what everyone missed." Harrison sits up straighter. The email is 3 paragraphs. Clear, precise. Cites an 1887 statute. Includes photos of handwritten notes. He reads it twice. Then he searches the employee directory. Patricia Grant, night custodian supervisor. He picks up his phone. Find Patricia Grant. I need to meet with her son today, noon. His assistant hesitates. Her son, sir? He's 12. I know. Schedule it. 12:15, main conference room. Patricia and Liam sit on one side of the long table. Both are nervous. Across from them, Harrison Blake, Sterling Montgomery, 4 senior partners. Liam's still in his school clothes, backpack at his feet. Sterling looks furious, arms crossed. Nobody told him about this meeting. Harrison speaks first, voice calm. Liam, I read your email. Walk me through paragraph 15. Liam's voice is quiet but steady. The will says the estate passes in perpetuity, forever. But paragraph 15 mentions provisions that are temporal, time-based. Those can't both be true. He shows the photos on his phone. So I looked up inheritance laws from 1887. The Massachusetts Inheritance Reform Act says any will claiming perpetuity ends after 50 years. Property goes to backup beneficiaries. Sterling interrupts, sarcasm dripping. Harrison, this is absurd. We're taking legal advice from a child? This is a $340 million estate, not show and tell. Harrison doesn't look at Sterling. Let him finish. Liam continues. The will was signed March 22, 1889. 50 years later is March 22, 1939. The estate should have gone to Boston Children's Hospital 87 years ago. Silence. Senior partner Sarah Bennett leans forward. That statute isn't in our database. It's too old, Liam says. I found it in the public archives. Sterling stands, face red. This is ridiculous. Someone obviously fed him this. A 12-year-old doesn't just find century-old laws. Liam looks at Sterling directly. Mr. Montgomery, it's in a book called Massachusetts Legal History Volume 3, your library, 3rd floor. Case 12B, Shelf 5. You checked it out last month but didn't read page 340. Sterling's face goes white. It's true. Harrison turns to an associate. Verify the statute now. The associate types fast on her laptop. 3 minutes of silence. Found it. Massachusetts Inheritance Reform Act of 1887, Section 4C. She reads aloud. Any testamentary provision claiming perpetuity shall dissolve upon the 50th anniversary, reverting to named charitable alternates. She looks up. The Whitfield will was signed March 22, 1889. Nobody moves. Which means it legally reverted March 22, 1939. Complete silence. Sarah speaks slowly. If this is right, we've been blocking a charity's legal claim for 18 months. Harrison looks at Liam. You're correct. We didn't search back far enough. Sterling doesn't say anything. He grabs his folder and walks out. The door slams. Harrison dismisses everyone except Liam. He extends his hand. Son, you just saved this firm from a lawsuit that could have destroyed us. Liam shakes it, but he doesn't smile. He just embarrassed powerful people. And in his experience, powerful people don't forget. 3 o'clock, same day. Emergency partners meeting. 12 partners reviewing Liam's findings. Liam stands in the corner. Nobody offered him a chair. He's still in his school clothes. The partners talk like he's not there. The analysis is sound, but we can't publicly credit a child. Our reputation depends on attorney expertise, not this. What will clients think if they find out a 12-year-old corrected us? Sterling sits at the head of the table. He's been quiet since the earlier meeting, but now he speaks. This sets a dangerous precedent. We're a law firm, not a charity for smart kids. The boy got lucky. One correct observation doesn't qualify him for anything. Harrison responds, voice measured. It's not luck when it's backed by primary sources and legal precedent. Sterling's voice rises. He's 12 years old. His mother cleans toilets. Are we seriously taking legal direction from the custodian's kid? Patricia is standing outside the glass conference room. She hears every word through the door. She walks in. Everyone turns. Her voice shakes, but she speaks clearly. My son doesn't clean toilets, sir. He reads your law books while I work. And he found what you couldn't. The room goes completely silent. Sterling's face turns red. But before he can respond, Liam speaks. First time he's said anything since the meeting started. Mr. Montgomery, you're right. I'm not a lawyer, but I can read. And the law doesn't care who finds the truth, only that it's found. He pauses. You can verify everything I wrote in 20 minutes. If I'm wrong, I'll apologize and never bother you again. Harrison nods. Do it. Verify every citation. An associate pulls up historical legal databases. The whole room watches in silence. First check. Massachusetts Inheritance Reform Act of 1887 exists. Exact wording matches Liam's notes.
Morning, It didn't. Victor slid into the leather driver's seat, pressed the ignition. Click. Silence. At first, he frowned.
Second check. Whitfield will have a signing date. March 22nd, 1889. Confirmed. Third check. Named charitable beneficiary. Boston Children's Hospital. Still operational. Fourth check. Legal ownership after 50 years. Should be the hospital, not the Whitfield heirs. Sarah Bennett speaks slowly. He's completely correct. We've been on the wrong side of this case. If it goes to court, we lose. Badly. Sterling tries one more time. But nobody enforced the reversion in 1939. That has to count for something. Harrison cuts him off. It doesn't matter. The law is clear. Sterling says nothing else, but his jaw is clenched tight. The meeting ends. 4:30, hallway outside the conference room. Daniel Foster, one of the associates who laughed last night, catches up to Liam. Hey. Liam stops. Doesn't turn around. I'm sorry. For yesterday. For laughing. Liam nods. Still doesn't speak. How did you even learn to read legal documents? Liam finally looks at him. Library cards are free. Questions are free. I just kept asking them. He walks toward the elevator. Daniel watches him go. Later that evening, Liam overhears something he wasn't supposed to. He's in his small, temporary office, the converted storage room where he's been reviewing documents for Harrison. Sterling's voice carries from the hallway. He's talking to another partner. When this experiment fails, Harrison's legacy goes down with it. You don't build elite firms on feel-good stories about janitors' kids. Liam freezes, doesn't move, doesn't breathe. He sits in the dark for 10 minutes after Sterling walks away. His phone buzzes. Text from his mother. Baby, Mr. Blake called me, said you're doing amazing. Don't let the doubters make you small, you hear me? He reads it 5 times, then he gets back to work. The next 5 days move fast. Hour 8 after the meeting. Harrison contacts the Boston Children's Hospital legal team. Hour 24. The hospital responds. They had no idea they were legal beneficiaries of the Whitfield estate. Hour 48. Whitfield heirs scramble to find counter-evidence. They find nothing. Hour 1:20. Settlement negotiations begin. $280 million to the hospital. $60 million to the Whitfield heirs as a compromise. The hospital announces what they'll do with the money. New pediatric cancer wing. 500 full-ride medical scholarships for low-income students. Research funding for childhood diseases. They name the new wing after Liam, the Liam Grant Discovery Center. Construction starts in 6 months. Harrison asks Liam to review 8 more historical estate documents, pays him $1,000 per document. Liam takes 3 vacation days from school. His workspace is a converted storage room on the 9th floor. Small, but it has a desk, a lamp, a computer, law books. There's a name placard on the door. L. Grant, Historical Research. Liam sits in the chair the first morning, runs his hand over the nameplate, closes his eyes for a moment, whispers to himself, Mama, I did it. Over the next week, he reviews documents, cross-references old statutes, highlights patterns. Daniel Foster brings him coffee one afternoon. No words, just sets it on the desk and nods, a tentative friendship forming. On day 6, Liam finds something in the Carmichael estate file, a 1902 tax exemption that nobody caught. Saves a different client $12 million in estate taxes. Harrison reads the report. In 1 week, you found more than our team found in 18 months. But not everyone is celebrating. Sterling spreads rumors quietly. The kid probably had outside help from a real lawyer. Harrison's gone soft, using children for publicity. It's just a diversity theater. Wait until the kid makes a mistake. Some attorneys believe him, some don't. Wednesday evening, 6 o'clock. Liam finishes analyzing the 8th document, walks toward Harrison's office to deliver his report. He passes the break room. The door is slightly open. Sterling's voice inside, talking to partner Davis. When this blows up, Harrison's reputation goes with it. You don't build a prestigious firm on charity cases, especially not some black kid who probably can't even spell half the words he's reading. Liam stops walking, stands frozen in the hallway. Sterling continues. Give it time. He'll fail. They always do. Then everything goes back to normal. Liam doesn't enter Harrison's office. He turns around, goes back to his small storage room, sits in the dark, stares at the wall for 20 minutes. His phone buzzes. Text from Patricia. Baby, Mr. Blake called me today. Said you're doing amazing work. I'm so proud of you. Don't let anyone make you doubt yourself. You hear me? You belong there. Liam reads it 3 times. Then he opens his laptop, pulls up the 9th document Harrison sent him this morning. An 1891 railroad land grant. 112 pages, tied to a $1.8 billion transit project. He starts reading. Because that's what he does. When people doubt him, he works harder. When people dismiss him, he proves them wrong. When people say he doesn't belong, he shows them exactly why he does. By midnight, he's on page 43. By 2 in the morning, he's found something big. Friday morning, 9 o'clock. Harrison calls an all-staff meeting. Mandatory attendance. 135 employees. Attorneys, paralegals, administrative staff, everyone. Liam arrives with his mother. He's wearing his school clothes. She's still in her work uniform. Her shift doesn't end until 10. The main conference room is packed. Harrison stands at the front, projects a document analysis on the screen. Name redacted. 18 months ago, the Whitfield estate case stalled. This analysis identified the error that 23 Harvard-educated attorneys missed. Murmurs ripple through the room. It also prevented us from...
That was all. Machines fail. Batteries die. That after the second attempt...
committing legal malpractice worth $280 million. He pauses, lets that sink in. The analyst is 12 years old. His name is Liam Grant. Most of you know his mother, Patricia. She supervises our custodial team. He points to the back of the room. Liam, come up here. Every head turns. 135 people watching. Liam walks forward. His sneakers squeak on the marble floor. The sound echoes. Fluorescent lights hum overhead. In the back row, Patricia is crying silently, hand over her mouth. Harrison continues. I built this firm on one principle. Merit. Not pedigree. Not connections. Merit. He looks directly at Liam. Liam doesn't have a law degree. He has something better. Intellectual courage. Discipline. A gift for pattern recognition that I haven't seen in 35 years of practice. He turns back to the room. Effective immediately, Liam receives a full scholarship to Phillips Academy, Andover. Blake and Montgomery will fund his undergraduate and law school education if he chooses that path. Gasps throughout the room. Additionally, we're establishing a $50,000 scholarship fund in his name for other gifted students from underserved communities. Harrison's voice gets firmer, and Patricia Grant is promoted to facilities director. 45% salary increase. Effective today. More gasps. I expect every person in this room to treat Liam and his family with the professionalism their contributions have earned. Questions? Silence. Then partner Sarah Bennett starts clapping. Slowly, others join. Not everyone. Sterling sits in the 3rd row, arms crossed, jaw clenched, not moving. But enough people are clapping that it becomes a standing ovation. Patricia is openly sobbing now. Liam stands very still, blinking rapidly, fighting tears. 10 minutes later. Harrison's office, just the two of them. Harrison sits on the edge of his desk, not behind it. You're wondering why I'm doing this? Liam nods. My father was a coal miner in West Virginia. Brilliant man. Could calculate structural engineering problems in his head, but nobody ever asked him to. Nobody saw what he could do. Harrison's voice gets quieter. He died when I was 12. Lung disease from the mines. I became a lawyer to fight for people like him. People whose talent gets buried because nobody's looking. He pauses. People like you. Liam's voice is barely a whisper. I won't let you down, sir. I know you won't, son. They shake hands. Outside the office, the building feels different now. People nod at Liam in the hallway. Some smile. Some look uncomfortable. But nobody ignores him anymore. He's not invisible. Not anymore. Friday evening, 7:30. Liam visits his mother's apartment after his first official day as a paid consultant. The kitchen is small. Yellow wallpaper from 1995, peeling at the corners. Smell of spaghetti on the stove. Garlic bread in the oven. There's a framed photo on the wall. Young Liam at the library, age 6, holding a stack of books almost as tall as him. Patricia's cleaning uniform hangs on a chair. She won't need it much longer. When Liam tells her about the promotion and the raise, she cries. Not sad tears, relief tears. 30 years of worry releasing all at once. Baby, I prayed for this. Every single night. I prayed someone would see you. Liam's voice cracks. Mama, I'm going to pay off your medical bills, all of them. And you're going to retire. Liam, baby, I'm only 52. I can still work. I know you can, but you don't have to anymore. She pulls him into a hug, holds tight. After a long moment, she leans back, looks him in the eye. Baby, listen to me. There's no shame in what I do. I kept roofs over our heads, fed you, loved you. You hear me? No shame in honest work. I know, Mama. Do you? Because I need you to understand. I'm proud of my work. Always have been. Liam nods. You taught me that words open doors, Mama. Now I get to open some for you. That night, his phone doesn't stop buzzing. Call from his former elementary school teacher. She saw the news on a local legal blog. Liam, I always knew you were special. I'm sending you my old AP study materials. You're going to need them at Andover. Text from Daniel Foster. Want to grab pizza tomorrow? You should meet the partners who aren't complete jerks. Email from someone named Dr. Victoria Hayes, linguistics professor at Harvard. Liam, I study cognitive linguistic intelligence. Your case analysis is extraordinary. Would you consider collaborating on research about pattern recognition in young minds? Liam reads each message twice. For years, he studied alone, hoped in silence, worked in the shadows. Now people are reaching back. Not because he changed, because they finally see him. Midnight. His bedroom. He looks at the walls covered in vocabulary lists, notes he's been making since age 8. He starts taking them down. Not because he's leaving that part of himself behind, because he's making room for what comes next. But he leaves one list up. Words I learned at age 8. The first word on the list, vindication. He underlines it twice, then turns off the light. 4 weeks later, Liam is officially enrolled at Phillips Academy Andover, but he visits the firm every weekend. He's reviewed 85 historical documents so far, found 6 minor discrepancies, all resolved easily. Then Harrison assigns him document number 86, an 1891 railroad land grant, 112 pages, written in a mix of English, French, and old railway industry terminology. The document is tied to an $1.8 billion Boston Transit expansion project. Blake and Montgomery has been working on it for 13 months. The client is the Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority, the MBTA. If the land grant is invalid, the entire Green Line expansion collapses. Thousands of jobs disappear. Years of planning wasted. Sterling is lead counsel on this case. He sees an opportunity. During a partners' meeting, he leans back in his chair, smiles. Let's give the prodigy a real test. Put him on the MBTA file, see if
Hidden under the estate like a secret shrine was Victor Lanston's
his gift holds up under actual pressure. Harrison knows it's a trap, but he can't refuse without undermining Liam's credibility. Agreed. Liam, you have 1 week. Day 1. Liam reads all 112 pages. Twice. Takes notes in 4 different colors. Day 2. He realizes something. The railway regulations from 1891 aren't in any online database. They were industry-specific, not government archived. Most modern lawyers wouldn't even know where to look. Day 3. Liam takes the subway to the Massachusetts Historical Society. Requests access to the physical archives. The archivist is an older woman. She looks surprised. These Railway Commission records? Nobody's touched these in 60 years. What are you looking for, son? Railway public notice requirements from 1890. She brings him 6 dusty ledgers, handwritten, pages yellowed and fragile. Liam reads carefully, page by page. Then he finds it. All railway land grants require 45 consecutive days of newspaper publication to become legally valid. His heart starts pounding. Day 4. He searches digitized newspaper archives from 1891, the Boston Evening Transcript, the Daily Globe, the Herald. He finds the Whitfield Railway land grant notices. They published for 31 days, then stopped. Probably ran out of money for the advertisements, which means the grant is invalid. Liam sits back, closes his laptop. If he reports this, the $1.8 billion project dies. Thousands of construction jobs are gone. 5 years of city planning destroyed. But if he doesn't report it and someone else finds it later, the firm gets sued for fraud, criminal liability. Everything was destroyed. 2 in the morning, day 5. Liam can't sleep. He calls his mother. Mama, what if the right answer is the one that hurts people? Patricia's voice is calm. Baby, truth is truth. You don't get to pick which truths to tell. Pause. But you're smart enough to find solutions, not just problems. He hangs up, stares at his notes. Then he starts searching again. Day 6, 4 in the morning. He finds it. The Railway Amendment Act of 1893, buried in a congressional archive. Land grants may be retroactively validated if the railway company paid annual maintenance fees to the State Transportation Fund. He searches MBTA financial records, public archives going back to 1900. The fees were paid, but under a different name, Boston Terminal Railway Company, which merged with the MBTA in 1964. His hands are shaking as he writes it down. The land grant can be saved. The MBTA just needs to file a corrective notice. 45 days of public publication now, plus an $85,000 filing fee. Project saved. Day 7, 2 in the afternoon. Presentation room, 6th floor. 18. Blake and Montgomery partners present. 8 MBTA executives, including the general manager. Sterling sits front row, smirking, arms crossed. Harrison sits near the back, face neutral, but his jaw is tight. Liam stands at the front, 14 years old, school uniform, backpack still on his shoulders. He connects his laptop to the projector. The 1891 land grant is invalid as currently executed. The MBTA general manager's face drains of color. You're telling me we built a $600 million infrastructure plan on an invalid? Liam holds up his hand gently. However, the 1893 Railway Amendment Act allows retroactive validation through corrective filing. He clicks to the next slide, shows the statute, the payment records, the filing process. If the MBTA files the corrective notice this week, the grant becomes legally valid in 60 days. There's an $85,000 fee, but the project continues. Complete silence. The general manager stares at the screen. You found a fatal flaw and the solution? Liam nods. Yes, sir. The law isn't just about finding problems, it's about fixing them. Sterling tries to regain control. This is theoretical at best. We'd need independent verification before making any recommendations to... Harrison cuts him off, voice sharp. Already verified. Our litigation team reviewed Liam's work at 6 this morning. Every citation checks out. The solution is sound. Sterling's face goes red, then white, humiliated again. The MBTA general manager stands, walks over to Liam, extends his hand. Mr. Grant, you just saved taxpayers $1.8 billion in lawsuits and 5 years of delays. He shakes Liam's hand firmly, then pulls him into a brief hug. My grandmother was a maid. Couldn't afford school past 8th grade, but she was the wisest person I ever knew. You remind me of her. Liam's voice cracks slightly. Thank you, sir. The general manager turns to Harrison. I want him on retainer for all our historical document reviews, whatever it costs. The meeting ends. People file out, congratulating Liam, shaking his hand. Sterling doesn't move. Hallway. 5 minutes later. Sterling corners Liam near the elevator.
Hidden under the estate like a secret shrine was Victor Lanston's
Voice low, angry. You think this makes you one of us? You're still the janitor's kid who got lucky twice. That's all you'll ever be. Liam looks at him. Calm. Direct. I was never lucky, Mr. Montgomery. I was prepared. There's a difference. He walks away. Sterling stands alone in the hallway, watching the elevator doors close. Later that night, Harrison calls Sterling into his office, closes the door. 2 weeks' notice, or I make the ethics violations public. Sterling's face goes pale. You can't. I can, and I will. You've undermined this firm's integrity for the last time. Sterling leaves without another word. 2 weeks later, his office is empty. Liam never asks what happened, but he notices Sterling's name disappears from the directory, and the 9th floor feels different after that. Lighter, somehow. 3 months later. Blake and Montgomery Annual Gala. Boston Harbor Hotel Ballroom. 420 guests. Partners, clients, city officials, state judges, federal prosecutors. Black tie event. Crystal chandeliers reflecting off the harbor outside. This is where the firm celebrates its biggest wins every year. Liam is 14 now, wearing a tuxedo for the first time in his life, borrowed from Harrison's grandson. He keeps adjusting the bow tie. It feels too tight. Patricia sits next to him, front row, wearing a dress she bought specifically for tonight. First formal dress she's owned in 20 years. She holds Liam's hand under the table. Harrison takes the stage. The room goes quiet. Every year we present the Distinguished Service Award. Usually it goes to a senior partner, someone who's been with the firm for decades. He pauses. This year is different. A screen lowers behind him. Video montage begins. News footage. Boston Globe headline, 14-year-old saves $1.8 billion transit project. Interview clips. MBTA general manager. This young man identified a problem that would have destroyed years of work. Then he fixed it. Construction footage. Boston Children's Hospital. New wing under construction. Sign reads, The Liam Grant Discovery Center. Partner Sarah Bennett on camera. Liam represents the future of legal excellence. talent without ego, intelligence without arrogance. Daniel Foster. He's the smartest person I've ever worked with, and the most humble. That's a rare combination. The video ends. Harrison speaks again. Liam Grant joined us 5 months ago as Patricia Grant's son. Today, he's our youngest consulting analyst in firm history. He clicks to a new slide. Numbers appear. His work has generated or saved $340 million in value. He's identified 22 title defects, 11 contract errors, 1 case of century-old fraud. Murmurs throughout the room. But numbers don't tell the real story. Liam represents something bigger. Proof that genius isn't about where you're from. It's about what you're willing to learn when nobody's watching. Harrison looks directly at Liam. Liam, come up here. 420 people stand, applauding. Liam walks to the stage. Every step feels too loud. His borrowed dress shoes squeak slightly on the polished floor. Patricia is crying, hands over her face, shoulders shaking. Harrison hands Liam a custom award, heavy glass, engraved. To Liam Grant, excellence without pedigree. Below that, talent is universal, opportunity is not. Harrison steps aside, gives Liam the microphone. The applause continues for 10 seconds, 15, 20. Finally, it fades. Liam stands at the podium, 420 people watching. He's terrified, but he speaks anyway. Thank you. His voice is quiet at first, then steadier. I'm not special. There are thousands of people like me, working night shifts, raising kids alone, driving trucks, stocking shelves. Who could do what I do? Maybe better. Pause. The difference is, I got seen. Someone looked past my age, past my mother's job, past what I was supposed to be. He looks at Harrison. And I'm going to spend the rest of my life making sure other people get seen too. The standing ovation is immediate, louder than before. Patricia is openly sobbing. Daniel Foster is clapping hard, wiping his eyes. Sarah Bennett is standing, nodding. But one table in the back doesn't stand, doesn't clap. 3 partners who were loyal to Sterling, arms crossed, faces hard. Liam sees them. He doesn't care anymore. The next morning, Saturday, 9 in the morning. Liam arrives at his office, the converted storage room that's become his workspace. There's a package on his desk, brown paper, his name written in Harrison's handwriting. Inside, his mother's old employee badge from 1996, her first cleaning job, 28 years ago, and a note. Never forget where you started, but never let anyone make you stay there. You've earned your place here. Now show others theirs. Harrison. Liam pins the badge to his bulletin board. Right next to his new business cards. L. Grant, historical document analyst.
That was all. Machines fail. Batteries die. That after the second attempt,
Blake and Montgomery Legal Group. He stares at both for a long moment, then gets to work. 2 weeks later, the Boston Globe runs a front-page feature. From custodian's son to legal savant, the Liam Grant story. By the end of the day, it's been shared 32,000 times on social media. 60 Minutes calls. Wants to do a segment. Harvard law professor's email. Want to study his linguistic pattern recognition abilities. 11 different law firms try to recruit him, offering money, prestige, anything. Liam declines every offer. He has other plans. He launches the Legal Access Project, free legal document review for low-income families, focused on title fraud, predatory contracts, housing disputes. He staffs it with people like him, community college students, self-taught researchers, people without degrees but with instinct. The first case comes from a family in South Boston, losing their home to a fraudulent lien. Been fighting it for 3 years. Can't afford a lawyer. Liam reviews the documents, finds the error in 5 days. The lien was filed using a forged signature. The notary stamp was fake, easy to miss unless you know what to look for. He drafts the motion to dismiss, walks the family through filing it. 2 weeks later, the lien is voided. The house is saved. The father hugs Liam in the courthouse hallway, crying. "You gave us our home back. How do we pay you?" Liam shakes his head. "You don't. Just help the next person who needs it." Within 6 months, the Legal Access Project helps 83 families. Within a year, 212. Within 18 months, over 2,000. 8 months after the gala. Liam testifies before the Massachusetts State Legislature. He's 15 now, sophomore at Andover. But he took the day off for this. He proposes the Talent Discovery Initiative, free legal document review clinics in public libraries, partnerships with community colleges, apprenticeship programs for non-traditional researchers, funding request, $8 million per year, state budget plus private donations. He speaks for 12 minutes. No notes, just conviction. The vote is 145-8 in favor. A state senator approaches him after. "Mr. Grant, you've turned your story into a movement." Liam shakes his head. "It was never just my story, Senator." 1 year after that night at the gala, Liam returns to the Boston Public Library, the same library where he learned to read legal documents as a child. He donates 800 books, legal textbooks, linguistics references, historical archives. There's a dedication plaque on the new legal reference section. "For every child who reads when nobody's watching." Liam sits in the same chair he sat in when he was 6 years old. Reading section. 3rd floor. Window overlooking Boylston Street. A group of middle school kids on a field trip walks by. One of them, a black girl about 10 years old, stares at him. "Are you Liam Grant?" He smiles. "Yeah. My teacher showed us the video about you and the law firm. What did you think?" She hesitates, then speaks quietly. "I want to be like you, but I don't know if I'm smart enough." Liam looks at her seriously. "You are, and you know how I know? Because you're here, in a library, on a Saturday. That's all it takes. Curiosity and patience." The girl smiles, walks away with her class. Liam watches her go, then opens his laptop, gets back to work. Because the story isn't over, it's just beginning. 2 years later, Liam is 16, accepted to Harvard early admission, but he deferred for a year to expand the Legal Access Project full-time. The conference room where Sterling Montgomery humiliated him that Thursday night? It's different now. Every Thursday evening, it hosts a free legal clinic. Families come in, bring documents they don't understand, contracts that feel wrong, eviction notices, foreclosure threats. Liam and his team review everything for free. Patricia volunteers there too. She retired last year. Medical bills paid off. Small house in Dorchester, her own place. She welcomes clients, makes coffee, tells them, "My son will take good care of you." Let's talk about what happened to everyone else. Harrison Blake reformed the entire firm's hiring process. Skills-based assessments now. Not just pedigree. He created the Blake Fellows program. Apprenticeships for people without traditional backgrounds. In 3 years, 9 custodians became document analysts. 5
That was all. Machines fail. Batteries die. That after the second attempt,
administrative staff became paralegals. 2 receptionists became researchers. Harrison says it simply. Liam didn't just change one life. He changed our entire culture. Daniel Foster is a partner now, runs the pro bono division. He credits Liam. "He taught me that intelligence doesn't wear a suit. It asks questions." Sarah Bennett leads the firm's diversity initiatives, recruiting from community colleges, offering paid apprenticeships. Sterling Montgomery? He left Boston, works at a mid-tier firm in Cleveland, declined interview requests for this story. Dr. Victoria Hayes at Harvard created the Grant Linguistic Scholarship. 63 students funded so far. Full rides for kids with exceptional pattern recognition abilities but no resources. Her published research paper. Hidden Genius: Why Traditional Assessment Misses Linguistic Intelligence. Boston Children's Hospital opened the Liam Grant Discovery Center last spring. Pediatric cancer survival rates are up 18% with the new funding and facilities. The Legal Access Project has helped 2,200 families in 2 years. 2,200 homes saved. Fraudulent liens removed. Predatory contracts voided. And Liam still shows up every Thursday. Still reviews documents. Still answers questions. Because this was never about him becoming successful. It was about making sure the next kid like him doesn't have to fight as hard. Present day. The same Boston Public Library. Same reading section. Liam teaches a free workshop every other Saturday. Legal literacy for teenagers. 15 kids show up today. Different backgrounds, different neighborhoods. He starts the same way every time. If you've ever been underestimated because of your age, your zip code, your parents' jobs, I need you to hear something. Pause. They were wrong. Not because I say so. Because you know what you're capable of. He walks between the tables. But you can't wait to be discovered. Prepare like you've already been seen. Study when nobody's watching. Build skills that speak louder than any credential. He stops, looks at each student. And when you get your chance, and you will, remember everyone's still waiting for theirs. One student raises her hand. Young black girl, maybe 13. Mr. Grant, what if people don't believe us? What if they think we're too young or too whatever? Liam smiles. Then you show them the work. Not who you are, what you can do. Let the work speak. After class, he stays late. Answers individual questions. A boy approaches. Nervous. Quiet. My mom cleans offices, like yours did. I want to learn this stuff, but I don't know where to start. Liam writes down 3 book titles, a website, a library contact. Start here, read these, then email me with questions. I'll answer every single one. The boy's eyes water. Really? Really? Because Liam remembers what it felt like, to be invisible, to be dismissed, to know something important but have nobody ask. That's why he does this. So here's what I want you to do this week. Notice someone whose work you take for granted. A custodian, a bus driver, a cashier. Thank them. Ask their name. Learn their story. If you're in a position to hire, interview one person without traditional credentials. Give them a real chance. If you have expertise, mentor someone for free. 1 hour. That's all it takes. Share a resource, a book, a contact, an opportunity. Outside your usual circle. Small actions compound. Liam is here because a senior partner read an email from a custodian's 12-year-old son. One person chose curiosity over assumption. Be that person for somebody else. What question have you been afraid to ask? What door have you been too scared to knock on? Tell us in the comments. If this story moved you, share it. Not for Liam, for the next kid who needs to know being seen is possible. Like, subscribe, and let's build a world where talent isn't wasted because we weren't looking in the right places. They saw a Maid's son. I saw a question. And
that was all. Machines fail. Batteries die. That after the second attempt,
got her surgery. Curtis was without a cane. Lena's on a foot ride to medical school, all from $1.90 in the rain. But here's what Lena's story really means. First, Lena knew what that $1.90 cost. 3 miles in the dark, in the rain, alone. 30 years old, she did the math and gave it anyway, because she saw blue lips and shallow breathing and recognized symptoms. She'd been studying to understand her mother's dying heart. Her kindness wasn't blind, it was informed. It's not ready. That's character. Second, Eleanor built a $40 million empire. She told her grandson, that girl didn't help me because of who I was. She helped me because of who she is. Lena helped a shivering stranger with blue lips. That's the difference between generosity and obligation. Third, Lena's father stopped taking his own medication so his wife could have hers quietly without telling anyone. That's where Nina learned it. Lena didn't learn kindness from a book. She learned it watching her parents disappear for each other. So, when the last time you gave something that actually cost you, not spare change, something that hurt to let go of? If a 13-year-old can do it in the rain with her last dollar, what's our excuse? Tell me in the comments. What's your $90 moment? Share this, like and subscribe, and remember, you don't need money to change a life. Just stop when everyone else keeps